and welcome to my class. I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Creator. No more delay, let's introduce our today's class, the topic. Today I will deal with you a new topic and the most easiest topic of our English grammar, that is voice change. Dear learners, do you know what is voice? Okay, let me clear to you. Voice is the form of the verb which indicates whether the subject does the work or something has been done to it. So, is it clear to you? Okay. Now, today we will learn the types of voice. So, in English, there are two types of voice. Today, we will change the form of the voice. Now, we will learn the form of voice. Types of voice. There are two types of voice. Number one, active voice. And number two, passive voice. So, what is active voice? When the subject of a sentence is the doer or actor, the verb is in active voice. It is so because the subject is active. For example, we play cricket. If we look at the sentence, here we is the subject of the sentence and it is active, so it is called active voice. Now, I will discuss with you about passive voice. What is passive voice? Passive voice. Look at the definition carefully because it is much similar to the active voice. When the subject of a sentence is acted upon. When the subject of a sentence is acted upon, the verb is in passive voice. It is so because the subject is passive. For example, cricket is played by us. Have you remembered the first sentence of active voice? We played cricket. And the passive form, cricket is played by us. So, my dear students, we will learn some basic rules of changing voice now. I will write a sentence of active voice and I will show it in how to change in passive voice, and the rules we will learn. We play cricket. Here, we is the subject. Cricket is the object of the sentence. And play, the verb. Which type of verb? That is main verb. Main verb. So, my dear students, first of all, when we change the form of voice, if we look at the sentence, it is clear to us that this is the example of active voice, and now we will change it from into passive. So, object of active voice become the subject of passive voice. Here, cricket is now subject, and if we look at the tense or the form of the verb, it indicates us that this is the verb of in present form. So, and it indicates the simple indefinite tense. Here we get be verb, that is am, is, are, and was, were also. So cricket is considered as third person singular number. So cricket is. Here we have to use the form of the verb. Which form will take place when we change the form of the verb active to passive? You have to remember in mind, in passive voice, we must use the form of the verb, that is past participle form, V3. So, play is present form and past participle form is played. Played. After the principal verb, we have to use generally a preposition by. So, by is added here. After the preposition, now the subject of active voice becomes the object of passive voice. So, we is the subject of active voice, and now in passive voice it will change into us. So, from the examples, we get 3 rules for changing voice from active to passive. The rule number 1: the object of active voice become the subject of passive voice, and the subject of active voice becomes the object of passive voice. The form of main verb is preceded by the correct form of be verb, and after the principal verb we have to add a preposition by. So these are the 3 major rules of changing voice. Is it clear to you, my dear students? Okay. If you have any problem, then you can write your problems on the comment section. So, my dear students, when we change the voice from active to passive, we have to remember some objective forms of pronouns. Objective form of pronoun. To remember, subject, object. I is the subjective form of pronoun and objective form of I is me. We is the subjective form and us is the objective form of we. You and its objective form is you. He is the subjective form and him is objective form. She, her, they, them. So my dear students, when we change the voice from active to passive, we have to always remember in our brain that the subjective form of pronoun and the objective form of the pronoun. And obviously we have to know properly the correct form structures of all the tense. I will show you some voice of assertive sentence. Only one example for you. They played football. They played football. Is it active voice or passive voice? Obviously it is the example of active voice, so we have to make it passive. The object of active voice becomes the subject of passive voice, so football. Look at the verb. Played, that is past indefinite. So auxiliary verb will take place was. The past participle form of the principal verb, that is played, 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 played. After the principal verb, we have to use preposition by. After the preposition, we should use the subject of the active voice become the object of passive voice. So them is the objective form of they. So is it clear to you? Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.